What's going on, everyone? Today we'll be talking about quantum TV and the dark side of YouTube. More than just failing to do their job, to failing to enforce the guidelines that they put in place. And, not only when YouTubers cuss too much, or when YouTubers play shooter games, or when YouTubers do animations, they're screwed over so much by YouTube and their algorithm. But then when it comes time to deal with someone who's done all of this horrible stuff that can be proven with mountains of evidence against them from years of them doing this stuff across multiple different platforms, all of them linked to their YouTube channel, which falls under external links, which if you have hateful or non-user or advertiser-friendly content attached to those external links, that violates YouTube's community guidelines. But YouTube obviously doesn't care that the man we will be talking about today, Quantum TV, has violated those guidelines. Obviously, because, this YouTuber I watch, and that has about 1.4 million subscribers, tried to reach out to YouTube and about this guy, and with all the evidence, he has been found 100% innocent. Let's talk about it. Alright, so here's the Act Man's channel. These are just some of his other videos. See, usually he's not talking about this quantum TV situation or things like this because they usually don't pop up. He usually just makes videos about things, about video games. But he has had to make 2 videos, not 1, but 2. And it's all because of this Elden Ring Hot Takes video that caused this video to follow it. And, so this is his most recent video here, and here is where we'll learn about Quantum TV's ban evasion. The number one reason why Quantum, the easiest reason to figure out why Quantum TV should be banned off of YouTube is for ban evasion. I don't know if you've heard of Leafy is Here was banned, and Leafy is Here was banned, and then he created 3 more channels which were all banned. So if Leafy gets punished for ban evading, why doesn't Quantum TV? None of this adds up. None of this makes sense. So here we see, let's just watch this little part.
The Wayback Machine, Your Honor. It archives websites across the internet to preserve their contents as they were at an exact point in time. These links can't be faked. Quantum claims this link leads to the missing channel Apotheosis. So I asked myself, what would happen if I put this link into the Wayback Machine? There it is. Irrefutable evidence of ban evasion. Quite a remarkable coincidence. So what really happened? Quantum Apotheosis was banned for hate speech. Out of fear his other channels would be taken down, he privated Next Gen Gamers to prevent people from reporting it to YouTube, but forgot about it until just recently.
Do I really need to say anything about that? I mean, you saw it. But in case you don't believe what the Act Man is showing you, in case you have just a shadow of a doubt in your mind, let me show you that he's not lying. Giving a shout out to Quantum Apotheosis. Let's see this.
Imagine cloud solutions.
Let's see what happens if I were to copy the link, paste it into the Wayback Machine, and then it took me a little bit to figure out what I'm supposed to do once I get here to find this. How do I find this? Well, click on this link. Well, there you have it. This account has been terminated for violating YouTube's terms of service. No, YouTube community guidelines. The words are right in front of me. The words are right in front of you, Idris. Okay, anyway. Do I really even need to say anything? He's using this link because, as you will see, as you saw in the Actman's video, you click on this link and it goes to Next Gen Gamers, and you want proof that this is really Quantum TV. Let's see if the voice.
Everything you need on your journey is available at Hogwarts. Vendors can. It's Chemical XJ9 online.
There we go.
Mr. Champion RU. I see you guys really loved.
You not recognize that voice? Oh. Hold up. I don't think y'all know Quantum TV's voice yet. But, let's, for those of you who don't yet know Quantum TV, what he sounds like.
So, because the act boy is too stupid, and yes, I said boy, not a man.
I rest my case. This is Quantum TV, the channel that you saw. This is the link to Next Gen Gamers. Next Gen Gamers is one of Quantum TV's accounts created 4 years ago. Over 4 years ago is when Next Gen Gamers was created, because Next Gen Gamers was never the same account as Quantum Apotheosis. Quantum Apotheosis is the terminated account that you see here now. But what Next Gen Gamers is another account created by Quantum TV. FAQ. What about ban evading? Think I'm ban evading? Report it to YouTube and watch them tell you I'm not again. Doesn't matter how many times you say it, it will always turn out that I'm not ban evading. Lol, don't believe me? Report it to YouTube again. Thus ends this boring slander saga. I don't need to speak on this anymore. You gave your concerns to YouTube to investigate, and YouTube has spoken. They found no violations across the board. Let it go and move on. I couldn't even make it through Act Person's video. You aren't wrong, it just looked like a circus. Rich didn't have a... Okay, so this is a... Alright, so this is... The truth hurt. I don't care who's right or wrong, but I feel bad for both sides. And well driven, I am most... Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. 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 These people really support him. These people really support Quantum TV. That's insane. That is genuinely insane. I don't know how much of a bot you have to be. I don't know how much of a bot you have to be. Yeah, as a Christian myself, I can honestly state that Quantum TV is no Christian. He uses the religion as an excuse to hate others rather than treat others how he wants to be treated. Instead of bringing love and kindness to others, he brings hatred and judgment, and it disgusts me. I hope that YouTube doesn't let him get away with this any longer. Yeah, yeah. You see, these are people with logic. These are morons. These are literal NPCs. There are no valid points for issuing a strike on fair use content. Because, let me explain something to you. This is for everyone who supports the act. No. This is for everyone who supports Quantum TV, and this is for Quantum TV himself. You have zero legal grounds or moral grounds to file a copyright claim on legally fair use content. If someone uses your content in a transformative manner for criticism, for teaching, for making it more entertaining, like talking about it, for discussion, they have the legal right to do that, and you have no legal right to go after them. That is the end of it. That is where it ends. The moment you go and file a copyright strike against their video and attempt to get that video taken down, you have committed perjury. And that claim, you lied on the claim. Literally, you said, you literally added no link to the video. And you said it's not from YouTube. Can anyone explain to me why or how you would be filing a copyright strike to take down a YouTube video that infringes on copyright for your YouTube video, but it's not from YouTube, despite the fact that it literally says YouTube in the link, despite the fact that that's literally where everyone saw the video in the first place? Where's the link to the video? That was not the name of the review. That was not the name of the video. And you didn't actually add, you didn't fill out the information properly. Your full legal name, Elias's username or initials not accepted. I guess they should have been specific enough for an idiot like you who would have thought it was acceptable to just, put nothing because you don't know how to do legal documents properly, or you just wanted to make this as fraudulent as possible. And appears in the targeted video from 10:02 to 29:30. Pretty sure I don't even give a I don't care anymore. Um, uh, but appears in your source video from 0 to 0. Pretty sure your video was longer than that, but I guess when you remove the video, when you remove the video from the platform in the first place, uh, yeah, it can't really put proper timestamps either. I mean, how are you? Here's what I don't understand. Now that I'm actually thinking about it, how are you file? Why? How are you filing this claim? How is this even on the grounds of being a fair request for review if the video isn't even on YouTube because you took it down because someone criticized you? Oh, people didn't like what you had to say. It's like, you know what? Forget this video. I'm not even going to watch that video about Quantum TV being very wrong. I just wanted to show you that that's what his voice, the voice that you heard on that Next Gen Gamers video, is the same voice of the video in Quantum TV's video, because Next Gen Gamers is Quantum TV's channel. But I don't understand the level of stupidity. It hurts my brain to think about. It's like I've I've seen so many stupid things happen at my school for no reason. I've seen a lot of really crazy, insane things. I've seen just like in not even like beyond school, uh, in the country with political decisions that people make in general. It's just like I see so much stupid stuff, but none of it really compares to this. So at this point you might be wondering, what does this have to do with copyright abuse? Well, initially this project was only for the sake of copyright abuse, but now it has become so much more because, number one, because Quantum TV needs to be removed from the platform as soon as possible. I just realized my hair looks like a disaster as usual. But number one, Quantum TV needs to be removed from the platform. And number two, YouTube needs to do a better job of enforcing the guidelines that they set in place. You hear about all these YouTubers who get demonetized for their language, or for showing a video of someone getting hit in the head with a softball. But then people who say outright hateful, bigoted things, tell people to kill themselves for liking a game, and saying all these things that can be proven, harassing children, cyberbullying, like just violating all of YouTube's terms of service and community guidelines. Literally, if you go to Quantum's channel right now, you can still find the video where Quantum TV called the Act Man's mother and made veiled threats of violence and open threats of like lawsuits. So that video of that phone call is still up on Quantum's channel for anyone to see, and is still fully monetized. And yet YouTube, the Ackman has contacted YouTube. He was in contact with YouTube for over a month. I will show you this right now. So his new video is 2 days ago. Copyright abuse on YouTube is a month old. Throughout that entire time, from the time that copyright abuse on YouTube to the dark age of YouTube was made, the Ackman was in contact with YouTube specifically about Quantum TV. And this dark age of YouTube video is not an hour long for no reason. It's because Quantum TV has violated. If we go to the chapters, we can get just a quick summary right here. So let's just take this, let's just check this out real quick. Ban evasion, external links policy, hateful and dangerous content, spam and deceptive practices, copyright abuse. You still let this guy on your platform, YouTube. It doesn't matter what your excuse is for it at this point, because he shouldn't be on your platform. It doesn't matter if he deletes the videos or not, because that is one of the reasons why YouTube couldn't, they didn't find him guilty of anything, because he couldn't find the evidence of what he did on his channel. Obviously, if he did all this wrong stuff, he's going to hide it. Your job is to take the evidence of him, of the fact that he did it in the first place that you've been given, and act upon that. Not the fact, not whether or not that content is still up. Obviously, he deleted it. That evidence is gone now from his channel. But I mean, that evidence is gone from his channel, but it doesn't change the truth. The truth of the matter is that he still did these things regardless. So that's like saying you could post a video of you of a mass shooting, and then because you take it down before YouTube gets to address it or decides to address it, you never did it. That doesn't make any sense. All right, so let's read this article. No, not this article. This email that the Ackman sent to YouTube. I can confirm that after conducting what they say was a thorough investigation, YouTube has found Quantum TV 100% innocent of all charges, and they will take no action against him. By making this decision, YouTube is effectively saying that the abuse of the copyright ID tool and DMCA takedowns will never be punished, no matter how extensive. Copyright strikes are apparently a weapon anybody can use against other creators to threaten their channels and their livelihood. You will face no repercussions for committing perjury and filling fraudulent claims meant to harass others. They were unwilling to investigate anything that is not a currently active YouTube link, even if the evidence has been archived on the Wayback Machine. To me, this means you can break any and all of YouTube's community guidelines so long as you delete the evidence before they can investigate. YouTube has taken the stance that hate speech and wishing death on protected communities is perfectly fine so long as you delete the evidence. Their policies on external links is null and void, and you can link your audience to whatever hate speech you wish. They are also perfectly fine with content dedicated towards harassing children/minors, aka mischief, that exists on the platform. I'm ecstatic to learn how much advertisers love to appear on videos of content creators harassing children and threatening them with bogus lawsuits. And must love it considering Quantum's videos are still getting ads for some stupid reason. Especially if those videos fall within fair use. YouTube is also taking the stance that there is nothing wrong with doxing other content creators' families, revealing the method by which you dox them, and making veiled threats of violence and direct threats of legal action against other YouTubers' families. That type of content is not only perfectly fine, but is also fully monetizable. Quantum TV's videos threatening my mother are still up and fully monetized. YouTube Quantum TV has objectively violated countless rules, guidelines, /TOS, and therefore it needs to be removed from the platform immediately. There is no permanently. There is no debate. There is only your complacence and inaction. He has harassed other content creators on the platform for the last 4 years, and he will continue to do so until you do something about it. YouTube has failed to enforce the following community guidelines in this case: external links, hate speech, cyberbullying, harassment, additional policies, ban evasion, copyright abuse, harmful or dangerous content policies, child safety policy, spam deceptive practices, and scam policies. This is the dark age of YouTube. To disappoint me, why? The copyright submissions made by the other creator were valid, and though they may have been rejected, they were considered a fair request for review. Oh my God. Anyway, in line with our copyright policy, whenever a copyright submission is accepted, we give the affected party a chance to submit a counter notification. I understand this is not the outcome you were looking for, but I want to reiterate that our specialist team investigated the claims that you shared, and our decision stands. If you would like to schedule a phone call to share additional feedback about your experience on YouTube, then please let me know. But note that our phone call discussion will not change our decision as outlined above. I have so much problems with that email. And my problems come from what YouTube was saying, because YouTube is very easily in this situation, very easily the most incompetent platform I've ever seen when it comes to enforcing their rules. This is like how incompetent DICE and EA are when it comes to properly communicating with Battlefield fans about 2042. That is a dumpster fire, and this is one too. YouTube, I don't know why when it comes time for you to do something important and everyone else is telling you to do the right thing, you just decide that somewhere in your mind that laziness is more important than the right thing. It's baffling. And Quantum TV, if you see this video, you can come after me, you can dox me all you want, but there is highly likely going to be a lawsuit if you actually go out and start revealing my personal information, because this is not a joke. I am, to my knowledge, I'm another one of the children who have gone over this. So you coming to harass me would only probably just add to the probably existing list of children that you've harassed with your threats of copyright claims and legal action. It's just like first mischief. It's just like, why? What makes you think that you should be going after children in the beginning, especially children from a different country? What makes you think that you should be threatening legal action and talking like you're this big man, big hotshot who knows what they're talking about? I mean, if anyone, you claim that the Act Man is a big hotshot who claims that he can do all these different things, but has nothing really to do. But that's just a massive projection, because that is you. You are the one who's threatening people with all these, with legal action, but you don't even know what you're talking about. You claim that these 4 factors of fair use were, you claim that these 4 factors of fair use are bogus, and that people making content, making legally, not just by YouTube standards, but by the standards of not only Florida, which is the state that you live, but US law and UK law. In case you try to file a lawsuit against Mischief, US and UK law, the content that the Act Man, Review Tech USA, Griffin Gaming, and any other channels that have been talking about you, the content that they have made about you is legally fair use by law in both the US and the UK. Therefore, your DMCA, your claims and your takedown requests are legally binding documents, in which case you don't fill them out correctly. And even if you were to properly fill them out, you lie in the claims, and you have no legal grounds to be filing these claims in the first place, which is perjury, which you can get anywhere between 1 year and 10 years in jail. I'm not joking. You can get legitimate jail time, thousands of dollars in fines, probation years. You can get charged for perjury, lying in a legal proceeding or in a legally binding document when you are under oath in any legal proceeding is perjury. So if you lie in a DMCA claim, that not only you lie in the claim, but you have false grounds for filing the claim in the first place. I'll literally quote this website. You see, I wrote in my bibliography for this, I have a link to a site that tells you these exact words. Sending a DMCA claim that is both false and meant in bad faith, such as to harass, doesn't state a real claim, is no, you have committed perjury. So we've now come to a point to where, because YouTube has refused to do anything, we have to take this into our own hands. For me, this has escalated far beyond what I expected this to be. At first, I didn't even know Elden Ring, and Now all I know Elden Ring 4 is, aside from the maidenless memes, which are hilarious by the way, aside from the maidenless memes, all I know Elden Ring 4 is being extremely difficult and this situation. And I never thought I'd see the day where like something like this would happen, where now even I have a chance to jump into the fray and speak out against Quantum TV. My video talking about how I would soon be talking about Quantum TV, the video I'm not talking about him is this video, but the video where I initially said I would be talking about Quantum TV is so far my most viewed video. And I'm sitting here looking at this dark age of YouTube video, and I keep rewatching it, specifically the band evasion part, because it's just like, how do you get caught so blatantly in a lie that you have created? It's just like, and you continue to spread this lie, and you're still being, it's like you were doing the same stuff 4 years ago. I mean, you claim you were hacked, for all those bigoted posts. I will probably making a community post or two about this. If I don't ever get around to actually showing the posts, I will make sure that I showed some evidence. I mean, I know the Act Man, Review Tech USA, most likely Griffin Gaming and Mischief have already provided evidence of this. They've shown those Twitter posts from 2018 where Quantum TV was literally wishing that members of the LGBTQ plus community were victims of the second most deadly mass shooting in United States history because of their sexuality. And I can't even begin, I don't even know where to begin on Quantum's level of just like the self-awareness. Like, say this is his head, self-awareness flies over it like a shooting star. It just doesn't exist in his brain. And it's it's sad, but it's also kind of funny, because he's just like, he's painting himself as, I'm a self-righteous Christian man and everyone's attacking me. They're sexually harassing me, editing cucumbers in my mouth. Well, I mean, okay, let's talk about it. First of all, you are, in terms of your religion, you are an outstanding person who like you stand out. You feed into the stereotype of just of that, like, religion is so toxic, just like they're so by the books, but then they ignore parts of the book. It's just like, it's like, how do you, it's like, how are you going to condemn people, members of the LGBTQ plus to death, but then you forget the part where Jesus died for our sins, and the part where God forgives? Am I missing something here? Like, what? And it's kind of confusing, because it's just like, you think you're missing something until you realize that Quantum TV is the biggest liar ever. He is a liar. He is lying to you. He is lying to anyone who he tells that he isn't a copyright abuser, that he's completely innocent, that all these YouTubers are just leading a massive smear campaign against him. He literally said that he wishes quote, the most painful death on everyone leading this smear campaign against me, end quote. And it's just like, yo, where have I heard this before? Oh, right, yeah, this is the same guy that did tell me to kill myself because I like Elden Ring. It's like, yeah, I've heard this from the same guy before. I'm not joking. It's literally like one of the most popular things that Quantum TV has said. It's just like he's known for saying, "Go kill yourself," and then he said, the people are treating him like a filthy casual player, and he's just saying, and he literally said, "People treat me like a filthy casual player," and I just say to them, "Go kill yourself," and he says, because that's the name of the game. Go kill yourself and go die in the game a bunch of times. And then he says people who say that you shouldn't tell people to kill themselves, or that's some sort of woke trash. Like, woke trash woke trash is the theory that light-skinned people were created by white people to replace dark-skinned women. Important things that are, that we really could be addressing, like things that are actual fake woke, like woke culture trash, and then we have telling people that you shouldn't tell them to kill themselves. It's just like, where has the logic gone? It's just like, you have these arguments over here that are like, yeah, light-skinned women, they're replacing dark-skinned women. Nobody likes or wants dark-skinned women. Nobody likes black people. Everybody hates black people. It's just like, well, yeah, we do have racism, but we do have racism and sexism. But it's not like nobody likes or wants dark-skinned women. That's the crazy thing. And then you just like, you have like actual arguments that are just like, yeah, you have like, those arguments that we can actually talk about how stupid this fake woke BS is, and then we have like arguments all the way in La La Land that are just like, yeah, these people told me that I shouldn't tell people to kill themselves. What kind of woke trash is that? It's just like, the logic is non-existent. It's just, it's sad, but I can't say that it's unexpected. I feel like I don't want to say that, but it's just like, that's the truth. It's the truth of the matter. It's just like, logic goes completely in one ear and out the other, and then at the end of the day, Quantum TV will continue to post his letters to the world about how he is incredibly delusional, and he has been possessed by demons, and he will continue to believe that the LGBTQ plus community and movement is just a massive cult to force him to have gay intercourse. He will continue to believe that. He literally believes that, 1 minute you're watching the YouTube channel Stop the FOMO, and the next people are having intercourse with their dads and doing coke and summoning demons. He believes that satanic influence apparently isn't a joke. Why am I still talking about this guy? Just to suffer? It doesn't make sense. It's completely out of left field. And I just can't wait till the day that I can use the link, any link to Quantum TV's current channel, not Next Gen Gamers or Quantum Apotheosis. And I can go to any link of his current channel. I can put it in the Wayback Machine, and it tells me this channel has been terminated for violating community guidelines. I will see you all later, and I appreciate you guys listening. Peace.